Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Smashing Maths Problems with MRT Maths. So today we will resume the question type that we looked at on the previous episode, which is equal quantity or equal value. So without further ado, let's get right down to it. So this is a question involving two girls, Yanting and Emily, and they said that the salmon sandwiches were sold at $9.60 each. As for the tuna sandwiches, slightly cheaper at $6.40 each. So this character called Yanting, she spent $464, this amount, on some salmon and tuna sandwiches. And the key phrase in this question is that she bought 15 more salmon. Okay, 15 more salmon as compared to tuna. And they are asking us how many tuna sandwiches did she buy, did Yanting buy. So as you can see, this is the annotation I'm doing. As for part B of the question, which is indeed regarding equal value, because they say that Emily spent equal amounts of money on the salmon and tuna. And they were asking us what fraction of the sandwiches Emily bought were salmon. So we're looking at fraction salmon. And boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very common PSLE type of problem sum. And it has appeared many times over the last, I would say, 10 years. Over the last 10 years of PSLE, we can expect to see one of such question, and it usually comes in like two parts. So part A will be asking you for equal quantity, and part B will be asking you for equal value. Like in this case, the part B is dealing with equal value. Okay, so having done the basics, let us use the BYROG highlighters. So B for blue. So this entire information very important for us, blue. And Y for yellow. So they say that Yanting actually spent $464. R for red, 15 more salmon. O for orange, we're looking for tuna that's bought by Yanting. And G for green, equal amount of money. So sometimes, like in this case, right, we will have to recycle the BYROG because there are more than 5 important information. Okay, so back to blue again. They're asking us for fraction that were salmon. So I will tackle the part A of the question first. So to tackle the part A of this question, I would need to draw a very simple model. Okay, so the model actually consists of a diagram. It's a simple diagram that deals with salmon and tuna. So as you can see, on the left side of my screen, I'll be drawing my model. So just a reminder, gentle reminder for everyone, when you are doing this in the exam, please use pencil to draw your model. Okay, very important. So we will draw something like this. Then we will extend our box by 15. Okay, so inside the brown color boxes, I will just put 1 unit. And we can see that in our model, it shows that 15 more salmon sandwiches were bought. Okay, 15 more salmon sandwiches were bought. So actually part A, we can construe this to be like number times value. Okay, but we can also do it using another simpler method, or another method that doesn't deal with the number times value table. Okay, so first thing first, we got to remove away the 15 extra salmon sandwiches, which is why my first equation, it will be 960 multiplied by 15. And if I do that, if I key this into my calculator, it will be $144. So having done that, I will need to subtract this $144 away from $464. Okay, so $464 is the total amount spent by Yanting. If I remove away $144, what's going to happen? It will be $320. So do you know what this $320 mean? Okay, do you know? If you are not sure, let me explain to you. So they say that Yanting bought 15 more salmon sandwiches as compared to tuna sandwiches. And if you realize that if we have removed away the 15 salmon sandwiches, she would have equal numbers of salmon and tuna sandwich. So what is the price of one salmon and one tuna? Okay, what is the price of one salmon and one tuna? And it's actually $9.60, the salmon sandwich, plus $6.40 this tuna sandwich. So $9.60 plus $6.40. $9.60 plus $6.40, and it gets us down to $16. And we have to make sure that this $320, right, it must be a multiple of 16. And indeed it is, because when I take $320 divided by $16, I would actually get a very nice number called 20. And 20 would be 1 unit. So have we found our answer? Okay, the answer is yes, because 20 is actually 1 unit. So I'll just indicate on the right side of my screen, okay, that my part A answer is 20. So without further ado, let us do part B. Okay, part B. So part B, I will be using red color. I will be using the right side of the screen. Okay, so very important, for equal quantity or value, like in this case equal value, we got to use this 3-letter word that you will see very often called LCM. Okay, LCM. So in the question itself, they say that Emily spends equal amount of money on salmon and tuna. So how does that work? So we realize that salmon, it costs $1,4,960. Then what about the tuna? $1,4,640. So you realize that this particular question, right, is slightly tougher because we are dealing with decimals. Okay, we're dealing with money, we're dealing with decimals, and we have to find the LCM of 960 and 640. Okay, so how to do that efficiently? So pay close attention as I give you another pro tip that you can easily apply in your upcoming exam. Okay, so what do I mean by the pro tip? I will actually use 960. I will divide it by 640. Okay, so I'm actually applying ratio over here, 960 divided by 640. So feel free to key this into your calculator. 9.6 divided by 6.4, and lo and behold, we will get this 3 out of 2. Wow, okay, so 3 out of 2. So if it's 3 out of 2, as you can see, this means that our 1 unit for the right side, or you can say 1 part, okay, so as not to confuse you, our 1 part is actually 320, because if I take 960 and I divided it by 3, okay, I divided it by 3, I will get 320. Likewise, if I take 640 and I divide it by 2, I will also obtain 320. Okay, now what should I do next? Okay, so what is the thing that is in common amongst these two numbers of 960 and 640? Do you have any idea? Okay, we can explore 5 times of 320. Okay, 5 times of 320. Actually not possible. Okay, so how about I take 9.6 and I just try to maybe times 3. Oh, okay, I think I found the answer, and it's related to our this ratio and our this fraction that we obtained earlier, which I'm going to circle for you in black. Okay, the 3 out of 2. So how about we try this LCM, meaning LCM of 3 and 2, and that is 6, right? So what do I mean by that? Okay, let me write it down. So LCM of 3 and 2 equals to 6. So since 960 is already 3 times of 320, okay, what is 6 times of 320? Okay, so 320, if I multiply by 6, it will give me $19.20. And to get there, it means that I will need to multiply 960 by 2. So if I multiply by 2 on the right side, I will do the same for the left side. That means that for my salmon sandwiches, it's actually 2 for $19.20. Okay, let me write it down neatly for you. 2 for $19.20. And as for the tuna, we know that 640 is actually 2 times of 320. Okay, so how can I get to $19.20? Okay, I will need to multiply by 3. Okay, multiply by 3. So it's actually 3 for $19.20. If you key it into your calculator, 6.4 times 3 gives you 19.20 as well. So what is the pro tip again? We take 9.6 divided by 6.4, we get 3 out of 2, and we know that the LCM of 3 and 2 is 6, and by 6 we mean 6 times of 320, which is 19.20. So for the salmon, we will take 960 times 2 to get $19.20. For the tuna, we will take 6.4, $6.40 times 3 to give us $19.20. And having done all of that, we will safely be able to obtain that 2 salmon actually costs $19.20 and 3 tuna costs $19.20. So same amount of money obtained. Then let us draw a very simple ratio table. So when Emily spends equal amount of money on salmon and tuna, okay, salmon, tuna, and the total, what is the ratio? Okay, so before we can get a fraction, we can actually get a ratio first. So that means that for Emily, she must have bought 2 parts of salmon, two salmon sandwiches. For tuna, she must have bought 3. And the total of 2 and 3 is actually 5. So finally, what fraction of the sandwiches that she bought was salmon? So fraction, salmon, okay, salmon. And it's actually the salmon out of the total. And in this very case, our answer will be 2 out of 5. Okay, 2 out of 5. So my part B answer is actually 2 out of 5. And that's it. We have come to the end of this episode of Smashing Maths Problems with MRT Maths. So this is Teacher Ray signing off. I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.